At the age, no longer in a hurry, with each passing day, health becomes more precious. We eat well, sleep well, take medicine regularly, but there is one thing, very private, very sensitive, many people are not comfortable sharing. That is the matter of physiological release in old age. Some people are secretly worried. Some people choose to ignore it. Some people also wonder, does physiological release affect blood sugar? Does it tire the heart or damage the kidneys? Or wonder if it is still normal, especially for those who are living with diabetes? This question is more important than ever. Today, you and I will sit down together to find out the truth calmly, without hesitation. We'll hear from science, understand the impact on your physical and mental health, and who knows, you might feel better after watching this video. If you've ever wondered the same thing, or have an older relative who is wondering the same thing, leave a comment below, share your perspective, and don't be afraid to ask your own questions. I always read every comment to make the next videos more tailored to your needs. We've heard somewhere that physiological release is a normal part of the body. But what is normal? And what is good when you're in your 60s or 70s? First, let's understand clearly, physiological release, also known as masturbation, is a completely natural physiological behavior. It helps the body reduce sexual tension, improve mood, help sleep better, release hormones that help relax the mind. It's not just an instinct, it's also a biological response that's beneficial for the brain and sleep. But the big question is that still true when you're in your late afternoon? When you're living with diabetes, with concerns about blood pressure, heart disease, kidney health, is it still safe to maintain this habit? Join me in the next section to learn more. How does physiological release affect the health of elderly diabetics? So you and I have understood that physiological release is a normal biological behavior and sometimes is even beneficial for mental health. But what would it be like if you were living with diabetes? Diabetes is not just a story about blood sugar, but also a silent disease that affects many aspects of life, including physiological health. Many men, when they reach the age of 60-70, begin to see obvious changes in their bodies. Less desire, harder erection, easily tired, easily stressed, and most do not know that diabetes is one of the silent culprits behind those changes. In the next part, we will find out how does diabetes affect male physiology, and why this matters if you're considering getting laid. When you have diabetes, your body not only has trouble with high blood sugar, testosterone, the fire that helps maintain male vitality and desire, will gradually decrease over time. And this not only affects your mood, but also makes you feel less interested. Your body gets tired faster. You are easily stressed, lose confidence in your private life. But it doesn't stop there. Diabetes also attacks the small blood vessels and nerves, especially in the genital area. As a result, erectile ability is significantly reduced. Achieving orgasm also becomes difficult. And the feeling of release is no longer as complete as before. Some men also said that after releasing their physiology, they feel tired, have headaches, and even have a slight drop in blood sugar. And that's when they start to panic. Should I continue or should I stop? The sad thing is, when you're living with diabetes, even the inherent benefits of relieving stress, like relaxing the mind, helping you sleep better, are not as obvious as they used to be. But does that mean I should give it up completely? Or is there a way to maintain this habit in a safe, healthy, and beneficial way? The answer is a no. If done with reasonable frequency and under safe conditions, physiological release can still be a beneficial part of your aging health journey, especially if you are living with diabetes. Scientific evidence shows that physiology release relieves stress, helps stabilize blood sugar. When you feel comfortable, relaxed, stress hormones like cortisol decrease. This helps blood sugar fluctuate less, as a vital factor for people with diabetes, and improves sleep, better insulin control. After release, the body often falls into a state of deep relaxation, helping you sleep better, deeper. And as you know, a good night's sleep is the key to stabilizing insulin. Physiological release also helps increase blood circulation, supports sexual health. This activity helps stimulate blood circulation, especially in the genital area. This keeps tissues functioning well, reducing the risk of muscle atrophy and erectile dysfunction. Releasing physiological needs also helps maintain a connection with the body, making you more confident, reducing depression. When you understand your body, accept and connect with it every day, you will feel more confident, more positive, and avoid falling into the feeling of giving up, isolation, which is very common in old age. However, do keep the frequency moderate. About 2 to 3 times a week is appropriate. Overuse can cause fatigue, loss of vitality, and psychological disorders. If your blood sugar is low, feeling shaky hands, hungry, or high excessive thirst, fatigue, take a break. Wait for your body to stabilize before continuing. Especially in old age, the skin is more vulnerable. Wash your hands thoroughly, use a soft towel, and avoid scratches to prevent the risk of infection. So, physiological release is not bad, nor should it be avoided. The important thing is to know your health and listen to your body when it is time. We have just discovered together the positive benefits of physiological release, if done correctly, at the right time. But it is not always advisable to do it, because there are times when your body is telling you something is wrong. And if you ignore that signal, releasing, instead of being beneficial, can actually be harmful. So, when should you not masturbate? There are times, situations, you need to pause to protect your long-term health and avoid further exhaustion of the body. And here are important situations when you should not masturbate, because it can have negative effects on your health, even be dangerous. If you have ever had angina, myocardial infarction, heart failure, or difficulty breathing during exertion, physiological stimulation can increase heart rate, increase blood pressure, put pressure on the heart, and lead to stroke if not controlled. In this case, consult a doctor before maintaining any physiological activity. Or in case you often have high blood pressure above 140/90, or are feeling dizzy, have headaches, insomnia, physiological release can cause blood pressure to suddenly increase, leading to the risk of stroke or cerebrovascular accident. It should only be done when blood pressure has been well controlled by medication and lifestyle. If you have to do it 2 to 3 times a day or more, can't control your emotions, masturbate like a compulsive habit, affects your sleep, psychology, communication, or daily activities, this could be a sign of a behavioral disorder or physiological addiction, and you should seek advice from a psychologist or urologist. Physiological release is not the enemy, but when your body is no longer the same, when your heart, blood vessels, or spirit have become more sensitive, then you need to listen to it more carefully than ever. Endocrinologists and andrologists agree that this is a natural physiological response that helps the body reduce stress, improve mood, and support sleep. The important thing is, do not abuse, do not hide, do not feel guilty. You have the right to take care of your emotional and physiological life. At any age, if you have heart disease, high blood pressure, or diabetes complications such as kidney/blood vessel damage, check your blood pressure and blood sugar before relieving. If you feel tired, short of breath, dizzy, nervous, stop immediately, because health is always more important than immediate needs. Do not masturbate when you are too hungry, have just eaten or are tired. You should choose the morning after a full night's sleep, when your mind is relaxed. Because the ideal time is when blood sugar is stable, your mind is comfortable, not stressed. People with diabetes have a weaker immune system and are more susceptible to infection. Always wash your hands. Use a soft towel. Do not scratch your skin or use rough objects. If you see scratches, redness, pain, or discharge, see a doctor soon. There is no ideal number for everyone, but the most important thing is, after releasing physiology, you feel light and not exhausted, not sleepless. If you feel tired, anxious, or obsessed with releasing physiology every day, that is a sign that needs to be adjusted immediately. If you see unusual changes, ask your doctor. Don't be shy. Andrologists, endocrinologists, and psychologists can all help you maintain physiological, mental, and overall health balance. So, old age does not mean the end of emotions and physiology. If you know how, you can still live a full, healthy, and connected life. Dear friend, hopefully today's video has helped you understand more about physiological relief in old age, especially when you are living with diabetes. Remember, physical and mental health are equally important. Listen to your body, take care of it properly, and never be afraid to ask when you need advice. If you find this content useful, please like to support the channel. Subscribe to not miss out on health and lifestyle topics for older adults, and share this video with people you feel need it. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Do you have any questions? Have your own experience? I always read every line and will respond as soon as possible. Wishing you good health, peace, and optimism every day. See you in the next videos. Hello, and have a nice day.